Hello, my Basset Hound friends and my Sexum Pie cuties. Mark the Punk Gamer, a.k.a. Markapunk here. And yes, finally, with a brand new re-ranking. And I'm now re-ranking, finally, the TestAmenT albums. All 14 of them worst to best, including their latest one called Bellum. It's such a dumb title for a new one, but nonetheless. But, I'm looking forward to re-ranking TestAmenT for a long damn time now. And, when Prison Miller first introduced me to TestAmenT before, I did not get it at all. I never heard anything from this before. I didn't give two fucks before back then. But in 2025, that's actually going to change years later. And my ranking's going to be different than my old one, trust me. And I'm excited to re-rank them and tell you my thoughts on the new Bellum album, where it's going to land on my ranking, and so on. And yes, we have 14 instead of 13 of them. Ranked worst to best. Let's just get this shit started. My number 14th worst one for me out of all of them, yeah, it's obvious. First Strike, deadly. Yeah, First Strike, still deadly. What the hell is this shit? I mean, this shit came out right after The Gathering, and that's where it gone downhill. And that's why they've been on hiatus for so long, because this dumpster fire of an album. Oh my god, this is definitely their worst offering. And the only memorable song I can remember, because this one is so fucking terrible, is Into the Pit. That's the only song I like from this album, and that's it. And there's a weird ass vocal change at the end of this album. It's like, what the fuck moment? Oh my god. Yeah, I have no words for this one. This is definitely TestAmenT's trash album they ever made. And I hope to god I never revisit this ever again. And that's what I'm gonna plan on doing. And I'm gonna pretend this shit doesn't exist. So my number 14 spot is First Strike, still deadly. More like First Strike to still shitty. My number 13 spot for me for this one is going to be Dark Roots of Earth. Yeah, my second least favorite TestAmenT album. Look, this one's okay, it's my second least favorite. The songs I did like from this is Native Blood, Man Kills Mankind, and Throne of Thorns. Those are the only three recognizable songs I think are pretty decent, good songs in my opinion from this. But yeah, overall, my second least favorite. That's my number 13 spot, which is Dark Roots of Earth. My number 12 spot is Demonic. Yeah, this one. It could have been cool, but they kind of fucked up on this one. They went too crazy with the other style of genre they inject in this one. But it's really off-putting, this one is. But I can have a decent enough time with it, I guess. Songs I did like with 6 of them is Demonic Refusal, The Burning Times, June, Murky Waters, Distorted Lives, and lastly 10,000 Thrones. But yeah, I can have a decent enough time with it, but it's at the bottom of my ranking. So my number 12 spot for me is going to be Demonic. Number 11 spot for me is Brotherhood of the Snake. Again, this is a decent TestAmenT album. It's in the new generation of TestAmenT thrash metal albums. Again, this is decent. So, songs I did like is Brotherhood of the Snake, The Pale King, Stronghold, Centuries of Suffering, and lastly Neptune's Spear. And yes, those are the only songs I did like overall from this. But again, another decent below average TestAmenT album. Overall, number 11th is Brotherhood of the Snake. Number 10 spot for me, surprisingly, is Titans of Creation. This was their last album before, but ever since we got Bellum now, it's not. Again, decently below average TestAmenT album I can have a decent enough time with. 6 songs I did like is Children of the Next Level, Dream Deceiver, Symptoms, False Prophet, Course of the Osiris, lastly, Catacombs instrumental. I thought it was pretty cool, the instrumental, by the way. Pretty cool. Again, decently below average Testament album. I can have a decent enough time with it. And that's going to be my number 10 spot, which is Titans of Creation. My number 9 spot for this one, this might be surprising to you guys. It's actually The Formation of Domination. Now, let me tell you about this one. This came out back in 2008. This was supposed to be their comeback album, almost, but not even damn close. But originally it was high on my ranking and my older one. Oh, hell no, it's not. But, this was gonna be their comeback album back then. After the disaster that was First Strike Was Still Deadly, whatever that piece of shit was. They almost made a comeback with this one overall. The songs I did like, I love the opening instrumental that goes to the More Than Meets the Eye song. It's really good. The Formation of Domination, The Persecuted Won't Forget, Henchman Ride is pretty cool, and lastly, Leave Me Forever. Those are the only songs I did like overall now. And it was their comeback album, almost. But it's in the middle of my ranking overall. I can have a decent enough time with it. I'm going to say it's average Testament album. Number 9 spot for me is The Formation of Domination. Here's something for my number 8 middle position of my ranking. It's actually The Ritual. Yeah, this is an interesting one for me to put in the middle. Look, this is so mainstream. It's just, there's none of the thrash metal in this one. It's just full-on heavy metal type album. This is why this Testament album is so, like a hidden gem, obscure one they have in their discograph. But yeah, things change, guys. Things change. So I do like the opening, which is The Sign of Chaos. Electric Crown, one of their best songs. Let Go of My World is pretty good. The Ritual's awesome. Pretty cool 70s type sounding song. I love the Sermon song. It's really good. I still stand by that. It's a really damn good song from this album. And lastly, Return to Serenity. But yeah, this one's a hidden gem that Testament made. It just sounds like heavy metal instead of thrash in this different genre. It's so weird. But I can have a good enough time with it. It's an average Testament album. It's in the early 90s era. And but my number 8 spot for me is going to be The Ritual. My number 7 spot for me is actually going to be Bellum, their latest one. What can I say about this one? This is actually their most technical thrash metal album they ever made this year. And almost. There's 3 songs I did not like from this album at all. One of them is the a.k.a. song I do not fucking get. That song is so lame, I'm sorry. I can't remember the other 2 songs I didn't like, but I will tell you the songs I did like, they're actually pretty good. Which is For the Love of Pain, Shadow People, Meant to Be, High Noon. Witch Hunt is a pretty damn cool song. I actually really like that song. Not only that, his Room 117 song is really good. I enjoyed the hell out of that one. And lastly, they actually redeemed themselves for their last track, which is Bellum. Thank God they did. They really redeemed themselves. But it's in the middle of my ranking. It's an almost good Testament album. Almost good. Almost made it to my top favorite, but close. If they ever decide to make a 15th one in the future, maybe in a couple years, maybe 1 year, who knows? Who knows with this band, right? But those are my actual thoughts of this latest one overall. It's almost good. So my number 7 spot, which is stupidly Bellum. And all of you Basset Hound friends and my sexy lemon pie cuties wondering, and yes, there is lick of approval. And I actually like 6 of them out of the 14, so surprisingly, right? This is what happens years later. I'm starting to appreciate more of these best ones in my opinion. These are my top 6 best Testament albums I do like overall. And my number 6 for me is going to be The Legacy, their first debut album. Holy crap, I do enjoy their first one. It's classic as hell in the mid-80s era. damn good. I actually really enjoyed this one now. Their debut kicks ass. I do like the legacy. I do like all the songs. This is definitely their classic Testament album. I do enjoy. So my number 6 spot is gonna be The Legacy. So following up for my number 5 spot is actually The New Order. This has improved so much better over time, a little bit. This one I enjoy the most, actually. The New Order is actually pretty damn cool. I actually like it now. I remember back then I did like the ending instrumental was pretty cool. No, the Hypnosis instrumental is actually pretty damn good. The New Order has that creepy atmosphere to this second full-length album. It really does. It has that atmosphere I do enjoy from this album. And yes, I like all the tracks now, so Prison Miller's happy about that. This is another damn good classic overall. So number 5 spot is The New Order. Number 4 spot for me is going to be Souls of the Black. Yes, this is another all tracks. This is the darkest thrash metal album they actually made, and it still has that atmospheric tone to this album, the dark atmospheric tone to Souls of the Black. I actually enjoyed the hell out of this now. I don't know why it received good review. It should have been high for me. It's high for me now. So Souls of the Black is really fucking cool. I actually enjoy this one. And it's the early 90s era of Testament. I do enjoy. So my number 4 spot for me, I have to give it to Souls of the Black. This one's awesome. And my top 3 of my most favorite Testament albums now. So Prison Miller, prepare to be surprised what my number 3 bronze medal winner is. Are you ready for me to tell you? It's Practice What You Preach this time. Yes, I come to appreciate this more now. Practice What You Preach is 10 times better than Metallica's And Justice for All. Yes, I said that. And it doesn't sound like an underwater production as Metallica and Justice for All was. This is 10 times better, to be honest. And yes, I enjoy the hell out of this now. So there you go. Prison Miller's just sitting there being rejoiced that I love this one now. Yes, I made it to my top 3. I fucking dig it now. So my number 3 bronze medal winner, I'm going to give it to Practice What You Preach. My number 2 silver medal spot for me is actually going to be The Gathering. Yes, I really love the hell out of The Gathering album. This is definitely really their darkest one. The Gathering is really good. I just love the death metal vocals he had in this one. It's really fucking good. With a little bit of thrash in there. I heard a little bit of death metal injected into this one. God damn, I actually love this one. The Gathering kicks ass. I still stand by this is the best one they have. TestAmenT The Gathering is still my favorite. God damn, I just love the death metal vocals in this one. With a little bit of injection of groove tone to it a little bit. Not too much. But overall, number 2 silver medal winner, I have to give it to The Gathering. And a lot of you are going to be pissed at what my number 1 gold medal most favorite TestAmenT album out of all 14 of them. Prepare to be surprised which one's my most favorite now. Years later. It's Low. Yes, I said that. Oh my god. Why did TestAmenT go back to this style? I actually love the style of Low. This is what I mean about the death metal vocals he had in this one. God damn, I missed that. I really love the album Low now. And goddamn, I want a poster of it next to The Gathering on my wall behind me. I really do. Yeah, this is my most favorite TestAmenT album. I know that pisses all of you fans off that I had this high. I just really like the 90s death metal tone in his vocals in this one. Like, that shit. I love that shit in this album. If he can go back to honing back to this style, I would appreciate it a hell of a lot more. He almost did with his latest one. I want him to go back to that style. I miss it so much. And this is why my number 1 gold medal winner is definitely Low. And there you go. I re-ranked all the TestAmenT albums, including the Bellum with it. It's almost good, guys. It really was. And the last three songs I didn't like from the latest one, I wasn't a big fan of it at all. But I wish they go back to the low formula they had in their earlier albums. I wish they did, overall. But sorry, guys, I really do like the low album out of the 14, so surprisingly, right? But goddammit, go back to that style. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Subscribe to me if you have not. Click the bell to get notified in all of my notifications. Also, like and share my re-ranking of the TestAmenT studio albums worst to best. And I will see you, my best-selling friends, and my sexy pie cuties, on my next video. See you later.